Henry Greer, and Matthew Trivet.
ExecuteCaster.exe. That is what execute. Why did I say it twice, Henry? Obviously, it's a broken program already. Please get some malware detection.
Keep going.
Listen, it's getting worse. I'm virus. Hang on. Let me just reset. You go ahead.
Well then, a delectable matchup here. It's a rematch of sorts. We had this one yesterday on this very map. FaZe managed to get 11 rounds on their T side. They absolutely destroyed Evil Geniuses, but as Chad said, I believe EG can learn from their mistakes and bring it right back as we get into the first pistol round here. Smoke towards main entrance from FaZe. They start on the T side once again. Flash towards upper, looking like they'll execute out of the squeaky door and try and cause absolute chaos here. Nico to provide all the flashbangs here. Reino open things up. It's a great start from FaZe, but Tarek is fighting back. Stanislaw will join in as well. It's an absolute brawl right now. Looks like surely another kill for Nico. He'll get it. 2 versus 1 now. Ethan still on the upper bomb site. A fighting chance here, but they know exactly where he is. As he drops down to the bomb site floor, it's scrappy, but FaZe will win out on the pistol there. 2 players surviving. No bomb plant required, and it will be 1-0 on the T side once again.
All right, Sidicus.exe has started to work correctly
It's back now.
It's working. Yeah, so far so good. No need to Control-Alt-Delete or throw your computer in a dumpster fire. What I can tell you is that I almost agree with what Jacob said on the desk, that the hype right now behind FaZe, that Evil Genius is on the top. I mean, I passed Stan in the hall. I said, congrats on the #1. He said, now it's time to keep it. And that is the hard part. FaZe are a team that we know have had so much potential. And coldzera, a player who is undoubtedly one of the greatest of all time in CSGO. No, I won't say CS as a whole. Obviously, he's not played the other iterations, but you put him on this team, you start to really activate some of the other talent. Yeah, absolutely, they can take down Astralis. They can take down Liquid. They can take down EG. There's no question about it. So right now, I kind of agree.
Yeah, well, especially Brokey as well. He has been instrumental to their recent success. He's looked fantastic. Managed to lift the trophy last week in Copenhagen. A tournament that sometimes is dismissed in terms of the formats, I suppose, only having 1 best-of-3 in total, but they still looked very good throughout, and they're looking to replicate that form. Dropped yesterday to Vitality. Yeah. We'll see whether they can pick themselves up.
And we as pundits and you at home can take that victory at a blast how you want and perceive it as to be as prestigious or otherwise as you please. But from FaZe's perspective, a win's a win. That's how they have to look at it. They need to get the motivation from it.
Well, for now, second round force spike coming in, and a bit of an edge for EG. They've done significant damage towards Nico and Brokey. They have got a couple of rifles there, 3 SMGs, but still need to find map control. Towards ramp they decide to go, and Tarek will have to drop down out of position. That gives them the ramp room with 35 seconds remaining. They still have a lot of work to do here. Looks like Lower might be their chosen target as a player towards the heaven position. That's going to be Stanislaw. Smoked off for now. They actually move back towards the lobby. Breezy with that 5.7. We've talked about it. It's a powerful, potent pistol at this point. And he knows exactly where they're coming from. Let's see whether he can deliver. First kill assist with 20 bullets in the clip. It's going to be man advantage for EG for now, but it's back and forth once again. Man advantage for EG. Looks like they might have done enough here. 2 versus 2, but they are the walking wood on the upper bomb site here. Cirque and Tarek just need 1 bullet on either of these players to win out the round. There's the first. Surely the second is coming in their favor.
What a round to steal back as well. CT side Nuke. Get it to 1-1, not give the tease anymore too early. Cold, a little bit slow on the trigger as they walked around the corner. He did actually put Cirque down to 13 HP, but it wasn't fast enough. And he didn't have a lot to work with. So 1-1 indeed. And a Krieg carried over that Cirque has in his hands. Had in his hands.
Yeah, that's now gone, that's for sure. Tarek will find the second Krieg as well. EG win out on the second round force buy, which is very difficult on the CT side of Nuke. The verticality of the upper bomb site helping them out there. The 5.7 on top of the hut manages to do 1.5 in terms of kills for Breezy there, and that was really difficult to contain considering the time remaining there. They managed to get some trades there, but the 2 versus 1 with the damage inflicted wasn't quite enough for Colt to really manage towards the end. Now, will they force buy back themselves? Doesn't look to be the case. They're going to take an eco here and bring out the rifles in the third. It's still 1-1. The objective here will be to get the bomb planted if possible. Normally down the vents of the bomb if possible, but you can see Stanislaw patrolling that area, making sure that's not a possibility.
Stan the man. Rain trying to fire back at range. Cirque. Krieg's still trying to fire up toward the top side of the silo, but Rain's going to work around it with a deagle. No one's spotting him as of yet. Very passive hold outside.
Yeah, and that's what you want, really. Up against these Glocks. No chance of them picking up the rifle if a player does go down to the hands of Rain's deagle. And that's all they really can hope for here.
What did you just do over there to glitch that scope?
Well, when it kind of zooms out a little bit.
Yeah, and it's still...
It's when you like switch off the player.
It's an observer glitch.
Yeah, just as they're scoping in, it kind of gives you a weird perspective.
A wide eye through the glass. Either way, Deagle's not finding much. Cirque with Krieg brought over is taking advantage of outside, quite controlled, quite convincingly, down to 69 HP. Cirque again onto Brokey.
Yeah, remember, they only got 4 rounds on their CT campaign yesterday on this map against FaZe. Well, looks like they'll be getting a few more than that if this round is anything to go by. Clean sweep, but now they're up against the rifles, that's for sure. See Kriegs and AKs come out in round number 4. Remember, Nico is fully on board with the Krieg mentality now. Was one of the more stubborn players originally when the Orgs and Krieg started to come into play. He didn't use it, and FaZe found themselves in an absolute slump. And now they're all using it. They seem to be much better, so go figure. As we get into round number 4, decent spawn for Nico.
Yeah, that was old. That habit's dying hard. I mean, Nico was tweeting about hating it all. You know, stupid.
You can hate it all you like, but
yeah, Olaf tweeted it, I think, as well. Like, all right, cool, you're OGs, guys, you're good. You know, but you can be too cool for school sometimes. All right, you're not gonna get an education unless you show up and use the damn weapon. You'll get some victories.
It's an equal trade for now. It was Nico challenging from the squeaky door towards main entrance. Got a face full of lead, courtesy of Cirque with the aforementioned Krieg. But Brokey will pull one back. That was towards Rampram. That's Tarek being dropped. But they smoke it in due course and make sure they slow things right down. But advantage, I suppose, for FaZe. Maybe it's not so much on Nuke, but traditionally in Counter-Strike terms, you would consider this a T-sided affair in this sort of scenario. But Nuke's not that sort of map. With the rotations being vertical instead of horizontal, you can actually position your players accordingly. We'll see 1 minute come in. Smoke towards outside. Going to be deployed momentarily. Bomb still down in towards that lobby position. Under a minute now. From Mass for Ethan, still with flashbangs and an HE, a couple of incendiaries as well, which could be instrumental to their success. Olaf Meister makes his way towards ramp. Cirque is there though. Was the first, takes a bullet to the face.
Incendiary thrown deep. That's going to actually force them forward. First kill for Cirque already. He knows that they're inside. Awkward position to find himself and went for the deagle. And the wider the pillar, the harder the shot apparently, because he could not see through and did not collect. As such, Olaf Meister heads downstairs. 3 Kriegs to work with. Stan already inside of control room. Window still intact. I'd say that with bated breath. It might have just been broken by the nade. It was. Stan knows they're planting. I have no idea what the announcer's saying currently, but I enjoy it. Thank you, Valve, for including that.
Well, the retake will begin. Looking good for FaZe right now. All players down towards the lower site. Olaf Meister towards Shadow. Stanislaw looks from the window. He will find them in the advantage there, but Ethan's down to 16 points of health. 3 versus 1 now. Olaf Meister needs to deliver. Finds Stanislaw out of position here. The bomb's down though, the worst possible spot. He needs to reposition. Needs this kill for sure as he makes his way in. The defuse not coming through, but the Glock is. 1 bullet would have done it, but I think he's done enough regardless. The kit's there, but the time is not. It's going to be incredibly close. Will he have enough?
No way. No
Oh,
way.
not quite. And it's going to be a round for FaZe there. Olaf could have closed it out in style. Wasn't quite as beautiful as he'd like, but he still wins the round. It's got to be 2-2. FaZe will tie things up there. Comes right down to the wire, though. 3 versus 1, essentially.
Yeah, they still win the round. The one difference is that if he closed it out in style, they would have carried a Krieg over.
Yes.
Big gun to have.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's not super expensive. Not as expensive as it should be, in my opinion. But yeah, it still is, early game. A little bit extra money.
How do you have the kid there? Full defuse, no problem.
That's right. Yeah, you take away the fact that he had to run just that far to get it, and he also wins it. So it was a narrow margin. Olaf missing that shot.
Yeah.
Nico is going to push the smoke. Mac 10. Last time they did this, they caught Cirque off toward the ramp. Tarek this time has a Mac 10 and seemingly is doing better with it. Bronky eventually will jump around the corner to take him down, though. With a Mac 10 of his own, and they will swarm the lower side. At least the control room and stairs. They're not on the site directly as of yet, but moving out there now with the bomb should be planted in no time at all.
Yeah, really trying to punish this lower position. The bomb is now planted. Only 1 kid available, so keep track of that. On the back of Stanislaw here, they basically have no utility, but they have got bullets. Stanislaw mows 2 down. It's going to be a 3 versus 1. Once again, this time Cold Zera steps up to the plate. Can he deliver like Olaf Meister did before? First headshot is absolutely perfect, and now needs to find a couple more. Brings it right back to a 1 versus 1. He's up against Ethan. Remember, he doesn't have the kit, but he does have time. He will get the defuse in. It's going to be a round in their favor. This one is starting to warm up. 2 rounds right down to the wire, and it's Evil Geniuses coming out on top this time.
Henry G. and Sadicus, my favorite. Oh, okay.
My ears have missed.
I just started reading
I've always said my ears are bleeding. No, my ears are missing. Okay, that's
Mine
better.
kind of is, actually. My leg's kind of sore. I don't know why.
Well, that's an incredible performance ever from Stanislaw. They didn't have a lot to work on in terms of the utility for the retake. coldzera looked like he did enough as well. The smoke down, it should have helped him out. His second kill was great, but then the third eludes him just about there. It's the spray from Ethan. Didn't need the kid in the end. Had just enough time to get the full defuse in, but they will not give in. They will not yield. It's going to be FaZe force buying back. Pistols in threes, a MAC-10 and a UMP. Really not an idyllic setup here, but they'll continue with the fast-paced gameplay. Down towards events they go. They take a lot of damage by virtue of the flames. Tarek, though, ready and waiting to stop the cross, but the smoke goes down. They'll have to get closer and closer. Did not anticipate coldzera in towards a window. Bombs down and lower once again. Ridiculous scenes.
Breezy. Good shot into the smoke. Read exactly where Rain was going, able to trace the footsteps.
Yeah, he's like the best Krieg user in the game right now, so watch out
statement, because that includes pretty much every player in the game.
Yeah, true. That's a good point. Fair play.
Ethan back around the corner, smoke down in front of him. It doesn't look like, oh, well, I take it back. They are going to give it a go because they've got ramp as well. That gives Stan the access on a cold. It didn't look like they were going to lead with the take from stairs. Turns out they'll do it in conjunction with one another. Molotov on the ball, 4 players there. How's no one looked? How's no one turned faster? And they will at least get the defuse, just barely, I say, because that Molotov could have made things far more interesting, but smoke down on top of it as well.
I thought the Molotov was enough there, but they did have the smoke. They stuck the defuse there. Comes right down to the wire once again. Bomb planted. It was an advantage for FaZe as well. It was a scrappy finish with a couple of seconds left on the bomb, but it is going to be 4-2. Replicating the amount of rounds they got against FaZe yesterday, in fact. Finally, FaZe will have to give in. Deagle's no armor. A couple of smokes for outside, potentially. Got 3 of those. But this has been a fast-paced game so far, an exciting one. 2 of the absolute heavy hitters of CSGO at this point. In terms of mechanical skill, it doesn't get much better than this. Breezy will get the first. Nico, with no armor, removed from the hut. That should be the round. Doesn't take much else. Now they confirm they're up against just Eagles here. No one has to push. No one has to be aggressive. Hold back in your crossfires, trying to deny the plant.
Cirque is ready and waiting with the AWP, but isn't going to have any company as of yet. In fact, very slow pace from FaZe to try and take outside. Olaf Deagle toward Tarek. And he even elects to fall back. We've got our lovely spectator glitch that's never been fixed. The green bomb downstairs.
Is that still a thing?
Yeah, it's on right now. I just saw it 2 seconds ago.
I haven't seen that for a minute. Well, there we go.
There it
it's
is.
Still back.
It was just, yeah, you'll see it in a second. It's the ghost of rounds past.
Does it stay there the entire half now?
I can't remember how it works. If I knew how it worked, I would tell Valve how to fix it, so.
Well, Stanislaw has been a beast down towards lowest so far, showing some discipline now, and that actually leads to his death. Good shot from Rain. Can they get the bomb down once again? Time will tell. Tarek there to defend, but might be a little bit late. Have they crossed over? Not quite. Flashbang comes through. Nails the first shot, but takes a bullet to the face. Olofmeister dishes one out as well. This is great stuff from FaZe. Deagle, no armor, no utility. They've got themselves another 2-on-2. Cirque's down to just 2 HP with the orb, but it doesn't seem to be slowing him down at all. Great little flick there. And Brokey knows he needs to make this a 2 versus 1, but Cirque is way too aware, way too smart, and he wins another round in that lower bomb.
I'm impressed that he was able to read that 2 HP pistol. Close angle, and he happens to look that way with no sound cue. Yeah, fair enough. 5-2 for EG. FaZe yet to string consecutive rounds together. I know it's only 2 to mention, but won the pistol, and then it was round 4. So 3-round bonus built up. All, however, have come with defuses. So they are at least getting bomb plants down. They're at least making it a contest, and that's going to allow them to buy in this round with only the 3rd bonus. That little bit of money from the bomb each time. It's adding up.
Remember, it's going to be Inferno next instead of Dust 2, where EG got absolutely wrecked on. So more familiar territory, perhaps. We'll see now 5 Kriegs come through, of course. One available on the CT side as well. That's going to be the hands of Breezy. Like I said, he's just remarkable with the weapon. You want to make sure he has it at all times. Cirque changing his approach this time towards Secret. He will be positioned. Looking toward that silo. Rain's there, but he seems to be aware of the prospect of the orb emerging. Molotov in. Cirque biding his time.
Rain. Smokes go down. It's going to be a wall in front of the main entrance rather than secret. Now, this is interesting. So what those smokes do mean is that you can see above them from heaven, should anyone go that direction, but the op was Cirque, and they thought they'd Molotov him out. He found a gap.
Yeah.
That was nearly the perfect time to strike, and he could not land. The shot has to fade away.
Yeah, usually the sort of shot he would nail. Not an easy one by any stretch, but it will be Stanislaw once again. Just a beast to that silenced M4. Ethan, he won't be able to replicate the form, and it's going to be a 3 versus 3. It's stolen away from EG. Bomb to be planted any second now, but Tarek is there, ready to strike. He doesn't deny the bomb just yet, though, but he finds the defending player. 2 versus 1. Stanislaw, Krieg in hand, smoked out towards the main entrance. He knows both players are on the side here, but he can't do much about it till the smoke dissipates.
I dare say that had Tarek spotted the player closer to him first, he would have got them both, but the second able to defend himself in time, and now Stan, or Stanis, he either is the law, or Stanislaw. He's going to try and get back inside of the site, and unfortunately, Nico is a lawyer. He knows loopholes inside of the system. So, 5-3 as FaZe find yet another round. Time to see if they can convert them back-to-back. Money's a little grim on the EG side.
Well, the rounds have been so close. Sure, they've been winning all the clutches, but it's been like a 1 versus 1 every single time. So surely they'll have to force buy into this one. The money's not really there for a partial, and indeed they will commit. Deagles, CZs, UMPs, and 1 FAMAS. Not ideal. But if ever a team could pull it off, EG might be the ones. We'll see. Might have to be a bit aggressive towards outside. 2 players towards the main entrance right now. Nico not slowing down at all. Trying to find a gap in the smoke here. Looking for any players forcing the issue towards outside. Confirm they're on Deagles at least. Stanislaw towards secret steps. Nico needs to be very careful here. This kill could dictate the round, and it's Stanislaw to absolutely nail it. Can't quite grab the rifle. He does as well. He's not going to slow down either. That cost him his life. Maybe just falling back off that one would have been the one, but I still like the approach. 4-on-4.
Rain takes down Ethan. Cirque's going to get him back, however, with the Deagle spotting out for the big crate. Breezy's attention goes that direction, expecting there to be a reaction. Expecting a trade, or at least attempt for one. Bronky can be heard outside. That gives Cirque the cue, and now Breezy thinks he's safe. Now, Cold has been patient in all of this. Who's going to find the other first? Because Cold still has the weaponry to work with. Big box as well to divide himself from Breezy, and in fact, great angle. Fantastic angle. And that is why the Krieg is so goddamn punishing.
Yeah, you saw that little adjustment to zoom in there, using the scope. Picks his head off, and now Tarek left in the 2 versus 1. Time is on his side, I suppose, with 25 seconds there. Looking to deny the plant, got the perfect weapon to do so in the form of the CZ. But Olofmeister, he's checking every crevice of the bomb site here. That'll make noise. Coldero dropped down. He needs his teammate to defend him here. Swinging out. This kill is everything. Tarek has done enough to do this! And he pulls it off. It's going to be the 2 versus 1 clutch with the CZ in hand. He times it perfectly. The all-important kill was up on the rafters there. If he takes on Olofmeister, he's got a fighting chance of getting the final kill as well. Nails it with 6 HP remaining, and this game continues to deliver. Every single round comes down to the minutiae, and it's 6-3 in favor of Evil Geniuses, who went out on their force buy. Just a single rifle there. It was the FAMAS, but it's the Deagle of Cirque that did the heavy lifting there. 2 brilliant kills for him. Cold Zero gets him right back in the round, but it wasn't quite enough.
What a clever play from Cold as well to read that Breezy was pushing through, but Tarek, explosion back inside of the site. It's immediate as well. The second the bomb goes down, he was already on top of it. CZ still has so much prowess. Cold not able to get positioning after planting the bomb quick enough.
No, apparently
Look
not.
at this speed of this play. FaZe, they want to go down. Ethan's got great position above, only manages 1. But look how much damage was done to Rocky. Thankfully, Rain was there. Rain was
going on
there. It is raining cats and dogs in this round. I can't keep up. Please get me an umbrella, Rihanna. Rain suddenly left in a one-on-one. He's burned Tarek alive. This is going to be an ace. Oh, Stan denies it. That would have been the most crazy ace I think I would have ever seen.
This is one hell of a game, I have to say. The Krieg in the right hands just looks ridiculous, and FaZe and EG are certainly well versed with the weapon. An upper push there through the squeaky door. They get the first couple of kills. The UMP does a boatload of damage as they make their way through. They managed to trade it out with just 1 deficit, but in the end, it's going to be Stanislaw coming out on top once more with that silenced M4. What a brilliant game of CS this is evolving into. We've got a technical timeout, a chance to catch our breath. It looks like that's actually a tactical. Microphone wasn't working, but it seems to be okay now. Round 11 One of the most fast-paced T-sides you'll ever see on Nuke, to be honest with you.
Utterly insane.
Yeah, and it's going to be a force spy from FaZe. Can confirm that. Mac 10s. UMP, Deagle, 1 Krieg for Rain. He managed to get 4 kills with a 4. So I'm not surprised they want to get that weapon back in his hand. Look at the precision come through. Just nuts. 3 kills like that, you'd think that's a round done, but no. Stanislaw denies it all once again. How many rounds have come down to a 1 versus 1 so far? At least 4 or 5.
Insane from Rain.
Here we go again.
Yeah, absolutely. Nico, doorway open, smoke deep inside. He could actually capitalize on the fact that it's behind him, but little did he know that there was the opportunity. They've now got control of it again by having Cirque planted in position, Ethan directly above. Breezy, is he snuck around behind them? He was all the way in lobby, but either way, it's not going to matter because the bomb has other plans. It's down below. Ethan immediately makes his way in that direction. Nade, I think, clipped him as he came out of the backside of the vents.
Now, surely FaZe can't do anything with this. 2 Mac 10s, low HP. You've got Rain of the Krieg short. Bombs planted. 4 versus 3. This flashbang, though, from Cirque should be everything. He'll throw it in, and at this point, Brokey, he'll be pre-fired, but he's got his teammate Rain to back him up. There will be a double kill for Breezy, and Olaf Meister left in a 1 versus 2 now. Not quite enough with the low HP. It'll be Cirque to take him down. He's having an absolute ball terror of a game. It's going to be Cirque with now 15 kills as we enter round number 12. There's double digits on 3 other players, Tarek, Breezy, and Stanislaw, all with 10. And in terms of the frag distribution for FaZe, it's Cold Zero at the very top, but it's pretty even across the board. Everyone's turning up here in spades. Looking to be a very fun game here. Remember, it was 11-4 in favor of FaZe yesterday on their T-side campaign of Nuke. Not going to be replicating that, that's for sure. But EG, waking up, happy to play the map again, and for good reason. And to be fair, this kind of tells the story. They're probably very equally matched on Nuke, but it's come down to the clutches each and every time. It's just this time, EG have come out on top.
Absolutely, and Cirque leading the way. You have to credit Tarek for his contributions. Yeah, there's been a lot of moments on Nuke, back-to-back nukes for our viewers at home. Obviously, we just had 100 Thieves playing on it against none other than Ents, who have now departed this tournament. Tarek down below, MP9 in hand already, waiting for them to work inside of the site, but Bomb is way back towards spawn. In fact, Rain's just going to gather that now. No guarantee they'll even head this direction. Then Nico's going to try and hold position while they go gather that. But Tarek could actually... okay, best not to open that door now. I was going to say strike, but he gets up the stairs and out of harm's way for now.
EG have won 3 1vx situations so far in this first half. But for now, they find themselves in a 4 versus 3. MP9 for Tarek, rifles for Cirque and Ethan. Cirque has been the talisman so far of EG. 15 kills to his name. Rain waits towards outside. Smoke just to allow himself access towards the main entrance, but it's not great. Always a lineup here for Cirque, and he makes good. Bomb goes down. They take the advantage for now. 3 on 2, 30 seconds remain.
Ethan. Fair play. Nico's going to at least walk back in. Down to 52,
Ooh!
But he'll nail Ethan. I would have thought FaZe learned something about aimbots this month.
Brotherman, I like it. 1 versus 1 again. This time Cirque up against Nico. And now the clutch begins. Cirque makes his way down towards the vents. Nico will have no idea as to where he's positioned. He has 52 HP. Cirque with the defuse kit, but no nades.
Cirque has the HP and the kit, like you say, but Nico has a flash he could still work with if it came to that. If he had to delay, he doesn't. He heard the door open. That was the cue. Back out, and 4 for FaZe. Another clutch. You said it, 1vx, but this time it does go the way of Nico.
It absolutely does. Almost every single round feels like it's been a clutch scenario, focusing toward that lower bomb site. FaZe finally get a victory up there. It's going to be 8-4. This first half, it feels like it's been going for about 5 minutes, but this is where Cirque managed to get them back in towards the round. The double spray down towards main entrance. But Nico, with this ridiculous shot, didn't even need this scope. He completely destroys the opposition and wins out in the 2 versus 1. Although they win the round, they're still feeling the financial burn. They're bringing 3 Mac 10s, a couple of Kriegs. The force spy continues to be prevalent here. EG, SMGs, Scouts, Deagle, CZs, and the first kill towards lower once again. They're not slowing down on the pace whatsoever, Matt.
Cirque with the scouts. Olaf's going to hold that off, though. He's going to actually get the Molotov all the way up the stairs, not on top of them, push them right back.
They might have saved, I guess.
I think it's probably the call to make. 5 rounds for FaZe now on the T side, starting to amount to something convincing. I don't think anyone's safe anymore with, say, we used to say 3 rounds on Nuke was, hey, you got a chance.
Yeah.
I don't think that's true anymore, but 6, certainly you do. 5, yep, still in the running. And they'll get that amount as soon as this bomb detonates. 9 players left alive in the round, but such is the way.
Well, there we have it. FaZe fend off the 4 spy, but they didn't take down everyone with them. 3 weapons were saved. A pair of UMPs on scout for Cirque, which he is very deadly with. Stanislaw will have a Desert Eagle and armor. Tarek and nothing.
Freakazoid senses a rivalry between FaZe and EG. I'm up for a rivalry.
Yeah, they're very similar.
We started to have an Astralis Liquid one, more so for narratives. Didn't unfortunately get to play each other much during that time.
Yeah.
There's been some others. Vitality had their chance at Na'Vi for a bit. We had the Zywoo Simple, but we haven't had a real proper brawl between 2 teams in a while. And EG, the way that they've been playing lately, FaZe obviously coming off of Copenhagen, the speed of this game, yeah, I can see the ingredients being there for it.
Yeah, in terms of mechanical skill, this is what you want on the server right now. EG, I've said it for a few months, they've arguably got the most talented squad in all CS, not the most well-rounded team, but it's a very similar story for FaZe. If there's never really kind of lived up to expectations. And finally with Brokey coming in, we could see it. Another fast-paced approach, this time towards the upper bomb site. First kill for that MAC-10, and Nico doing work at the creek. He's got a second kill here, but not for long. It's Stanislaw, that Deagle, still doing work here. 3 on 2. It's absolutely insane, the scenes we're seeing here on Nuke, but Tarek can't do it, the USP. It's the upper push from FaZe that finds him yet another round. These rounds last about 20 seconds each.
I was literally about to say the same thing. 1:30 on the game clock.
Yeah.
At the end of that one.
That's ridiculous. You know what? It's exciting. Like Counter-Strike, it's gone through eras of if you think back to the Na'Vi days when they were super slow pace and each round would take 2 minutes or so with the bomb going down. This is fun to watch. This is a pure skill and momentum being presented each and every time.
It is fun. It's not the most tactical, but it's fun because the skill is there to match it. We've got an AUG, Krieg, Cirque has gone AUG.
AUG, Krieg, shotgun, rifle.
Para. By that I mean Negev.
5 Kriegs though for FaZe. Last round somehow.
It was called the Para at one point.
It was.
Wasn't it? Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, there was only one
this is
LMG.
the Clarion?
The Clarion, yeah, the FAMAS. I think we worked out a gun can be called any gun that has the magazine behind the trigger.
Is a bullpup.
Is that what it was? It was
yeah,
that was a bullpup. That's what it was. You're right.
Yeah. So
the Clarion was actually the brand of the FAMAS, yeah.
Yeah. Tarek takes down Brocky. So this one's got a little bit slower pace to it, and yet still we have a minute on the clock, and the first kills come in. There's going to be following action as Cold wants to try and retaliate. Smoke's going to make it a little bit more difficult. Jumps away, makes noise, but now wants to go back at it. Identifies that there's a gap on the right side. That is why he positions himself accordingly, just in case EG takes a turn running down the opponent.
Final round.
Back to spawn with 40 seconds. You know what, guys? This round, it didn't end in 30 seconds. Let's just go back and respawn.
Start again. Drop the smokes. Tarek, he's had a rough time in this ramp room. A lot of focus in this position. Former teammate Cold Zero makes his way towards that spot. Feels like a lifetime ago they were both representing the MIBR brand. 20 seconds remain. Haven't seen it cut this deep in a while. Towards upper, they look to finish. Breezy, really nice spot here to get a couple of kills.
Yeah, I like this angle. I mean, he's got HUD covered by his teammate, and that is why it's so good. Closing out the half 9. 6 convincingly as well. Breezy with 2. Ethan with a follow-up. FaZe got the pistol, but had to struggle to get the other 5.
Really great harp. Exciting scenes here. You're not going to want to miss the second. Be right back after this break.
Then you better use it. They told me get one, so I got one. Stop saying you're a boss when you not one. You ain't sacrificed, nah, you ain't lost none. All over the gram like you got a bag. You ain't big dog, we ain't hear none of that. I'm in the gym looking like a running back. And you know the flow, got 'em coming back. Who I was in the past, I'm unattached. Only focus in this moment is bringing the summer back. Oh, respect my grind, elevate souls and I spread good vibes. Young divine, you know I gotta shine. Raise your hands for a good time. Aight.
Vibe until the morning, sleep until the noon. You said that you want it, so I got it for you. Let's all get together and show them how we move. We move, we move.
3, 2,
Bringing
1,
summer to
drop.
you.
Oh, ready, let's go. Cause you know how we roll. Let's take it round the world and back again. Ready, let's go. Cause you know like I know. We'll take it round and round. Yo, hold up, let me switch my flow up. Back in high school, they were telling me I'll blow up. Doing talent shows and man, everyone will show up. Got in an accident and still made it for them to go nuts. You know what? I'm so so what? I'm so That means I can't describe the way I vibe, the way I slide. And with the rhymes that make the dimes, I'll close their eyes and fantasize. Young divine calling their phone number. Yeah. No, you know I love it. What's up, babe? And you know me, I can't sleep without blazing beats on stages for their ones gracefully. And I got a smile that they hate to see. Young black successful, though life gets stressful. Though life gets stressful, go and vibe out with whoever you next to.
Vibe until the morning, sleep until the noon.
Yeah.
You said that you want it, so I got it for
Got it.
you. Let's all get together. Turn up in this place.
Welcome back. We are Henry G and the Homeboy, and it is 9-6 for Evil Geniuses over top of FaZe Clan, but they'll go over to the defending side of Nuke. Yes, Slasher, I said defending.
Yes, you did. FaZe Clan with 6 rounds to their name. It's still anyone's match, though, at this stage. We'll see whether the pistol will fall in favor of FaZe. If they get that, they're likely to find themselves a 9-9 scoreline. We're going to have a look at the buys overall. coldzera bringing out the CZ, presumably playing on top of the hut with that weapon. And we'll get into an EG setup with just one bit of utility. That's a lonely decoy. No smokes, no flashes, and a ramp rush coming in from EG here, trying to overwhelm Brokey. They've done enough there to dissuade him from his position. He'll drop down towards lower, and Olaf Meister to defend towards a heaven position. They're going to focus towards the B bomb site here as we Brokey to try and find the first headshot, but Olaf Meister beats him to the punch here. Great setup towards lower, but Nico struggling to connect the dots. He's only got 4 bullets left, but he doesn't need much more than 1. It's going to be a 5 versus Tarek situation.
It's not one. It's just, is he more than
I already
one?
said the word
Is he
1, so I
less
was like,
than
it
one?
would have sounded weird. So
Yeah, but now you're calling Tarek out. So is it more or less than 1? That's all I'm asking.
Well, it's he's a very, very good player. He's like 1.5.
That was very diplomatic. Good job.
Exactly.
Well done. Unfortunately, it doesn't matter because Rain's going to take him down. All 5 staying alive for FaZe and the pistol. So 2 pistols for them in this game, yet they did not convert the first. So can they make better on it now? They certainly should hope so. It's going to be an AUG brought out by Olaf. Meanwhile, 2 M4s, Nico, Rain, and then the SMGs. Going to be a few of those in round number 2, always. It's coldzera and Brocky with those.
Great shot from Nico. Lovely stuff. Had a slow start into this one. He lost 5 out of 5 entry duels in the first half. Managing to turn it on now. Stanislaw challenging towards that squeaky door position. They have 4 sport into this one, but it's not going to work out for them. Olaf Meister, he'll crack the round open. Shot through the smoke towards Tarek outside. And they'll slow things right down. EG, deadly with these deagles. Cirque towards lower. Olaf Meister and coldzera apply pressure towards the lobby. Damage done, but there could be another kill here for EG if Nico's not careful, trying to sneak his way back through the hut. Successfully so for now. Olaf Meister backing him up, but there it is. The wallbang kill with the deagle comes through. 4 versus 3, but the HP is worrying for the likes of EG. That's Olaf Meister with his 3rd frag of the round, looking to get 4. And at this point, Stanislaw can only sit on the corner with the MP9, knowing that 1 bullet will take him down. How is he alive?
You know, some people would ask that about a lot of Canadians, but it's because they're very apologetic.
Well, he's got his work cut out for him here. The smoke doesn't do much for him, unfortunately. That incendiary is a little bit worrying as well, but his Cirque needs a quick 1D here. Not going to get it. Olaf Meister looking for the ace now. Have a headshot for him. He's actually got the highest headshot percentage rating in this tournament map, 65% so far. And he's been using the AWP more and more recently, so that's impressive.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Stan will grab bomb back from the mid-tier lobby and head up to the roof. Run it around to the top of the main entrance as well, and looks like that's the door he elects for. Unfortunately for him, they're still standing on the floor where they were just a moment ago. Despite good movements and quickness to get there, we now have 9-8 on the scoreboard, so FaZe does convert. Is it a 2-point conversion?
It might be.
Over to you, Bill Belichick.
His mic's not working. We're going to have to...
Neither is the pump for the balls, you know?
It's going to be the full eco. That was the fourth spy from EG. They have the lead still, 9-8, but we did say FaZe picked up the pistols, a chance for the 3-0 conversion. Looks to be very likely at this point. P250s, no armor, just a couple of flashes as well. They'll send most of their efforts towards the lobby. Cirque's outside there with the Glock. He's joined by Ethan. Nade won't do too much damage towards them, if any. Just 1 point of damage to Ethan there. And no armor, just looking to get the bomb down if possible. Nico waits towards events. Nice position considering they might pounce towards the lower bomb site. Here it comes.
Cold rain. Cold and rain. Each with 2 kills. That was the order. Cold's going to close it out. So cold rain, cold rain, cold. Rain? I guess if it's that cold, it would snow?
Yeah.
That's a snowy round.
Or hail, potentially.
Ooh, not good. Put your car inside if you can.
Yeah, you get that pretty bad in Canada, don't you? That'll do
Sound
some
like
damage.
friggin' golf balls.
Yeah. Well,
Off-topic story. Dad, car dealer. 1 year there was hail so bad he had to insurance claim through Volkswagen every car on the lot. They just got absolutely wrecked.
That's kind of insane. Actually, like breaking windshields and stuff like that.
Just denting it, chipping the paint. Yeah, brutal.
Well, speaking of brutal, 5 Kriegs we brought out into round number 19 here. We're all tied up at 9-9. FaZe, though, on the CT side, remember. They'll be feeling good about this one, but this is a big round for them. They've got plenty of money, but got to try and win out with the 2 MP9s here. 2 M4s, 1 AUG. That's in the hands of Olaf Meister. Slower approach from EG, not as chaotic or frantic as FaZe were, on their T side. Going to a bit of a standstill here. The bomb's still down in T-spawn. Trying to find some territory on the map.
So smoke's at the ready. It's a wall, but a wide wall again to cover off main entrance. Nico, can't we creep? Okay, behind this. I thought through it for a second. I thought maybe he'd stand within it and wait for a cue, but backs off thinking that if they're going to drop down or wrap in, he's ready for it. Instead, it's standard. Straight outside. Olaf's on the ground. No one in heaven. If someone was heaven, that's when you spot that play, but Rocky already downstairs anyway. He alone, though, versus 5 down there. Could be a single kill save. Should EG get a pick at all? Okay, Olaf's made his way in as well, because had they lost the man with just the MP9 and no one else in the entry points, it might have been worth it to call it off. Instead, though, FaZe wants to take back the lead in this game. Cole, he can hear the flames in front. Just before the smoke bloomed, he takes down Stan. Cirque able to isolate Cold immediately after, but Olaf still inside, drops 1, knows the bomb's going down behind the silo, gets the angle, and he's certainly ready for it. Bomb just barely planted. It's all on to Tarek, and I think he's done for.
Yep, I think you might be right there. It's FaZe Clan, a very important round there. It's going to be 4-0 on their CT campaign so far. 2 kills for Olaf Meister, Cold Zera. Patrolling towards that ramp room efficiently with the Krieg. The bomb does get planted. There was 8 seconds remaining there, but it wasn't quite enough. Even with the plant down, EG don't get a single frag in the post-plant situation, and it will be FaZe now finding themselves at 10-9. They take the lead. Olaf Meister waiting towards Shadow. Manages to take down pretty much everyone at this point. Org, you don't see too much of that anymore, but on maps like Nuke and Train, it still has its place, as he demonstrates there with great efficiency. Get into maximum loss bonus scenario for EG with the bomb planted. Does yield a full buy here. Tarek with the AK. Not a firm believer in the Krieg. Out of all of the EG players, he's the one you'll see with the AK more often than not. Around 20. And this one's going to go the full distance now. We haven't really had many overtimes so far, which is strange considering the complexion of CSGO right now. Smokes towards outside. Nico ready and waiting to challenge. Players all around him, but is he aware?
Rain with the first is going to be just enough to give Nico the gap he needs, because their attention went elsewhere, and as they walked through, he was certainly Ready to strike. Rain will take down Stan. Says Yanko. And it's 11-9.
That's all he does have to say, really. That's a perfect round from FaZe. He knows that the fist bumps come through. He's feeling confident now. Even with the maximum loss bonus, you need the bombs going down to continue those sustainable buys. 3,400 per player. Pretty much on the nose. Cirque had the highest amount with $3,800. Certainly not enough for the AWP. He's been the third highest rated AWPer so far in this tournament with 33 frags of the weapon. They're going to want to get that in his hands as soon as possible, I'm sure. But for now, I think a partial buy might be on their agenda. So, smokes purchased, Molotovs, no upgraded weaponry just yet. There's the first Deagle. Now, if a discounted team like EG with just the pistols, though, they can cause a lot of damage here, but it's all about the execution. You need to find some space first. Can't really find many opening 1 Deags on a map like Nuke. Rain with a straight-up wallbang. That's pretty filthy. Nico, scrappy couple of kills, but very well positioned. They had no idea he was there. Sticks the landing. And we get into round number 21 here. FaZe 11, EG 9, as they continue now on their T-side campaign with just a partial buy.
Fast from Breezy to get to the door, but he's not going to go through it quite so quickly. Just to note as well, EG obviously taking a bit of a slower approach than what we saw in the first half. The game is certainly calmed a little bit. Door, Breezy's got to be super careful now. Nade's going to go in as well. He'll get by because the nade being drawn means the gun was not ready. Smoke in the same position. Stan now waits toward the ramp. Flashes go through skylights.
Oh, what has happened there? Ethan has got wrecked by something. He was on the side on the T roof.
Did they counter it?
Did they throw a nade through? Or did he get stabbed in the back?
That would be a good one to get a replay of. I don't think.
I saw
Did he fall?
blood. There was no, he was on top of the T roof and he was just about to throw a nade and he just went down to 9 HP. Ever a nade hit him in the face, his teammate stabbed him in the back.
Well, let's hope it wasn't the latter. It is going to be Tarek that takes down Rain, though. Breezy onto Nico. He'll grab a Krieg. This is suddenly around. Despite that he may only have 9 HP, Ethan, that is. Cold finds Cirque. They still have the man advantage. Bomb down lower. And Olaf wants to work his way back through. There is 2 kits in play. A smoke was in play. That's gone now.
Well, like we said, deadly with the Deagles, EG make it work. Even with Ethan on 9 HP, they've gone for a double stack towards lower as well. No chance that Coldzera can do anything with this, and they're going to find double digits with just the Desert Eagles there. They're going to take an M4 and a Krieg into the next round. They'll be very happy with that outcome. It's actually their first on the board in this second half as well. They were a 5-0, but they find 5-1 now, and that's going to inject a lot of money going forward as well. That's $3,500 extra into their bank accounts on top of the 2K they already had, and they're going to save, well, I was about to say 3 weapons, maybe just the 2 now. Coldzera, he's trying to force the issue. He pushes down towards Secret and gets a lot more than he bargained for. Sure, he denies a rifle. Their money was absolutely fine anyway. His money was great as well, so it was worth a little push. And we'll get double digits on both sides now. There's 1 round separating them. Not clear who'll be coming out on top, but it is only the first round for EG on their T side. Yet to win a gun round. Here's the replay. So what happened here? So Ethan was on top of the roof. Wait, this teammate just shoot him in the head or something? I think they were shooting the windows out. I still didn't work out.
Yeah, that would make more sense than a knife. A knife up there, why would you even have one drawn? So it doesn't make any sense for it to be a knife. Nade in front of the door, not through it. We'll take it down at least. He's still waiting over toward ramp. Molotov's inside of the radio room. No pressure on him as of yet. So EG win back around with the Eagles. And another, as we mentioned in the last game on Nuke, pivotal moment, because this game is extremely close. Tarek positions himself outside. Won't be through the skylights this time around. Slow about business, though, and Nico's actually already on the inside of those smokes.
Yeah, this is a much slower paced game than what FaZe were presenting in the first half, that's for sure. EG.
Ooh, now that's interesting as well because they've smoked Nico in. That was a CT smoke that came out from over toward the heaven position, and Nico has a gap perfectly positioned. He can even get away with the first kill. Oh, he fakes it! He fakes it, and he's going to get 3. That is a brilliant team smoke, and Nico takes advantage of it as Cirque will at least get him down, but bomb dropped.
They assumed he was falling back there. That's the most logical play. He wants to get 1, fall away from the situation, but no. He stays there, gets 2 more, and absolutely sabotages the offense there of EG. It's now a 4 versus 2 with Cirque and Breezy desperate to find any sort of opening they can, but Coldzera, he outpositions Breezy, but he can't outshoot him. It's now a 3-on-2, 25 seconds remaining.
I question if Cold's been looking at radars a few times.
They're throwing it away.
He's been caught, Cold, with a bit of slow reaction time on angles as such in this game. Olaf, oh, you can see the head. He knows it's there, can't land the shot. You're right, though. They have brought this back to a 2-on-2. From what was 4, Breezy knows exactly where that shot came from. 9 seconds, bomb being planted. Cirque to do so, and that is exactly why his teammate held position watching the door at Hut.
Yeah, this is strange from FaZe. They had a 4-on-2 lead, and now it's actually them on the back foot. Cirque gets another headshot, and Brokey hasn't done much this game so far. 9 and 14, but he is good in these clutch scenarios. This will be a real test for the young man, though. Makes his way towards heaven. He's got Cirque and Breezy to find. Time is ticking away way past the halfway point here. Breezy seems to know exactly where he is, and I can't believe it. After Nico's heroic efforts there towards Secret, it all falls apart in the 4-on-2 due to them being way too aggressive there, Matt. The bomb was nowhere near the bomb site. I can't believe they give that one up.
Yeah, Nico gets all 3 and no one else can find a kill. Again, you're right about Cold. He had the angle but couldn't get the kill. This looked so good. That is a CT smoke to his left. The wall was the T side. That's intuition. That's just smarts coming out of Nico. Fakes that he's gone back. They expected it. I expected it. And suddenly emerges back out where he once was.
It's Rain that gives that one up from the main entrance. He doesn't have to be there. Doesn't have to be anywhere near it. It's a 4-on-2 that is getting overzealous. And it goes 11-11 now. Luckily, there is residual cash, but not much of it. They get 4 M4s, the AWP and all off my step. But still, they'll be kicking themselves after that one. Nico probably can't believe it. The shift he put in that previous round, the fancy footwork required to even get more than 1 kill was just astonishing. And EG and their individual skill, especially in the form of Breezy, to steal the round away, gifted it in some respects. Round 23. It's been one of the best maps so far of the tournament. This has been absolutely stellar. Round 23 now will be indicative as to who will take the lead next, because money will be broken on the FaZe side for sure. They give this one up. Tarek waits outside for his teammates to join him. Bomb still down towards lobby. Smokes deployed.
On the top, thrown out over top of the big crate, Nico. He's inside of main entrance. Smoke down in front of him. There's 2 players there. I don't know if he's aware 2 drop down because they did it in simultaneous synchronicity. What's that thing in the Olympics where they all swim and do the same dance move?
Synchronized swimming?
Thank you. That's synchronized. That's the word. Glad you're here.
Yeah, me too in a way.
Don't elaborate. It's fine. I'll take that at face value.
Ethan, though, he's in a decent position, but Cold Zera can certainly smell him on the other side, it seems. Ready and waiting with the M4. Massive advantage in terms of the weaponry, I suppose, for Ethan, and it's himself and Tarek that line up, but it's equal for now, but it's going to be Nico. Oh, he's just absolutely destroying them. He is not giving in. He's not slowing down. Another fantastic sequence there from one of the world's best. Really impressive stuff there. So precise with that M4. That was really well done. That's a round they desperately needed as well. After giving up that last one in the 4-on-2 and the way they did, they needed a bit of success there. Not only does it keep them in the game financially, it's going to raise their spirits as well. Let's have a look how it really transpired here. Nico painted into a corner, but it's absolutely wrecks them there. Cirque didn't see that one coming. Clotheslined at the main entrance.
Ethan, quick this time on top of the Twinkie. Outside. Breezy's already gotten in front of Nico. No smokes. They take a clean fight. This time a player in heaven, and Breezy peeks it perfectly. What game? This is still back and forth. I mean, this is 12-11. Bitter end of the economy, and EG with the opening pick. Brocky hasn't had a lot of action directly inside of the ramp room, but yet he still holds position, and this time Tarek Stanislaw, excuse me, may have an idea to head that way.
Good nade.
How about Tarek, by the way? Leaves Cloud9 after winning a major. Stewie, it's a similar story in some ways. They head to MIBR, and then one-for-one trade in some ways with Taco for Stewie to head to Liquid, which was already impressive, but Energy, a team on the rise, and Tarek almost went there out of necessity. And now, he's on the best team in the world. They both had a turn on the best team in the world. Rain might be in the best position on the map because he snuck around behind them. Watch to see. You know what? He's still going to be fine. I don't think they're going to check this from heaven. All of their eyes are inside of the site, and they think that's clear because they've just arrived. Line up easily. Bomb. Oh, no!
Rain.
Oh, no!
He had 2 on a plate. He went for the huge play, and now they find themselves in a 4-on-2. That has fallen apart at the seams.
Rihanna did bring the umbrella.
4-on-2, and they have to save here. Oh, Rain will be kicking himself. Fair play. You can see exactly what he's trying to do. 2 kills there. Wanted to make sure he guaranteed the death of both of them. And
I don't
instead
even
gets
think that
nothing.
he spotted the player on the right that was low HP. I don't think he saw Cirque. He might have seen his gun barrel.
I think he did. The way he was moving, he was just like getting himself in the prime position to get both of them. Oh, that's a shame.
Well, that's going to give EG back another round. So back and forth we go. 5 rounds straight for FaZe to take back the lead from what was 9-6. And then 2 rounds for EG. And then it's been 1 for 1. And we tie ourselves up on 12, if you could follow that math. I couldn't. Thank God the game tells me.
Well, we knew the money was difficult, in a difficult position for FaZe overall, and now this will be a real test. They will be force buying into it, but how do they plug the holes? Rain came in after spotting those 2 players, and it just didn't connect anything on the spray. 3 targets in front of him, and it will be Tarek to run away with the round there. 12-12. Force buy, remember, coming through. Yanka calls a timeout. And they bring out the AWP for Olofmeister. He is decent with the AWP, performing very well with it, but he's certainly not in the same league as the likes of Cirque. Fortunately for him, up against 5 rifles here, so he'll have his pick of the opening shots. We'll see whether the UMP and what else will be on the floor for them right now. You can see they have fully invested, but 3 weapons are scattered around. I'll go jump in their spawn and see what's going on up there. So they have a Krieg down, an M4 in 2s. Okay, so they do have a decent buy overall, but it's taken absolutely every last dollar they had to make this buy a possibility. This is a huge round. This is the pick of FaZe, remember. BG can take this one away. Move on to Inferno next. So get into round number 25. Little to no utility. That's a real problem for the CT side. Nico trying to be active once again, sitting in the smoke. They don't seem to have any idea.
Yeah, same position as last time. Reverse blue. He found 2 that time. Oh, nearly get 2 this time. I thought for sure he had Ethan down, but raining cold. Step up. Oh, this is turning out to be, and this is for a position in the arena. This is not even in front of a crowd. This is still technically group stages, and it's 1 round again between both FaZe and EG. FaZe being in the lead.
Well, there we have it. Big round for them to pick up. Still money there for EG, but they'll take a timeout themselves. We're getting right down to the bookend here at the first map of this best of 3. Still plenty more action to come, I'm sure. Solid round, though, for FaZe. That was the force buy. Had to bring a UMP and almost no utility in. Once again, Nico up close and personal, playing inside the smoke. Managed to get 1.5 kills with Cold Zero, that UMP making it sing. Managed to get a couple of kills here. Nothing Sir could do about that. Bomb goes down. Round's done. 13-12, 1 round in it, and EG will respond with a buy themselves. Won't necessarily be a force. They have got enough to get 5 weapons out. Tarek goes for the MAC-10. It'll be Galil for Breezy. And this is where it gets quite exciting now. Another huge round, and EG with a different methodology completely to FaZe. FaZe were just brutal in their approach, fast pace, Wolfpack going around the map. EG are playing a more traditional game. Starting to slow down now. 2 out of the last 3 rounds falling in favor of FaZe. This is a big one, though. Whoever wins this round will shut down the finances of their opposition. Loss bonus not really built up on either side.
Nico is going to swing back around surely in the smokes. Second one got there just before I think he was going to go for the peak, so holds for now, but flash in position. He gets caught on the edge of the door frame. He's got to be very careful here. He might get away with it again. No, he spotted. Good flash.
Oh,
great
flash.
timing from Tarek.
That was brutal, wasn't it? Just when Nico looked like he had got himself in a prime position, he spotted Tarek, but the flash was everything. Stanislaw sets up an alley-oop. 5-on-4. Brokey towards lower. I haven't said his name an awful lot, to be fair.
No, you haven't.
Been very quiet. Olofmeister, nice shot.
You know, Ethan's been the other one that's quiet, but even though Breezy's got 19 kills, I haven't hit him as much in this second half. And Olaf's going to take him down.
What?
As well as
No.
Bomb also. 46 seconds to recover, and Tarek's already downstairs going, come on, man. What do you want me to do now? I got to go recover that? Well, he's going to try, but he gives himself up because the door opened. Brocky's already down there holding for when they eventually were going to come into the ramp and go for FaZe.
That's so nuts of Olofmeister.
Keep in mind, we questioned as well when Guardian left who was going to become the primary opper.
Yeah, well, we have our answer. Olaf manages to hold his nerve towards the ramp. 2 pretty standard shots kick things off. They were good shots, but his third was just ridiculous. Nice work by him there. Gets the headshot in the second. And then that's the no-scope. Just nuts. Well then, 20 frags for 4 players on FaZe right now. Top fragger for EG is Cirque, but he's slowed down as well. The entirety of the EG squad seem to have done. 14-12 now, and it's an eco round, not even a partial buy. This is pretty much full eco. We did say whoever won the previous round would shut down the economy of their opposition. We've got our answer. It's FaZe knocking on the door at 15 rounds. This is a bit of a gimme round. Should be theirs, no question.
Ethan waits in the lobby, hoping perhaps that someone's going to push through. I don't think you're going to do that up against pistols when you're in the lead on the CT side. Defending side, whatever. Good shot down from Cold. He'll just clean up from this position. Brocky steps out to get one more on the board under his name, and Sneeko and Rain chime in. Map point for FaZe.
Indeed, a clean sweep as well. So they've got plenty of money in what could be these last few rounds.
It's been a long old slog, this one. What's up next?
Inferno.
Inferno.
Yeah, that's the pick of EG.
That's Cold's actually new motto. Infer? No.
Never was a great map for his MIBR days. For him, it was individually, but it was always a map they struggled on.
K&G, on the other hand. Infer? Yes.
That's pretty good.
Brocky. He's going to actually spray down two, so finally getting some pressure applied to him on the ramp. A bit more quickness and grace. Speaking of, Olaf was already rotating down, presumably to get to the secret stairs. He's there with the op, turns around and nails the shot on the player who drops into his crosshair. Now he's ready for more. Another double on the AWP, and Ethan falls. The map goes the way of FaZe.
Well, once again, it is FaZe picking up a victory on the Nuke pick. It's not as convincing as it once was before. They won 16-4 yesterday, but that's still a great finish there. Only